It's been more than 6 years since I entered that strange house in Boston. But to me, it was just 5 months ago. Amnesia, the doctors called it. Probably brought on by acute mental stress. I remember investigating the far side of the library. There was screaming. According to the police report, they had searched the house for hours, only to find me later collapsed on the floor. When my eyes opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. There was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze. They committed me to Arkham Asylum, where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed. The accounts I've been able to piece together show much of my time was spent in travel and study. I maintain a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cults and dark legends, often in languages unfamiliar to my own. When I reawakened 5 months ago, exactly 6 years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary personality. I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to be. Return to normal life has been a painful process. In recent days, my dreams have been plagued by cosmic landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection. I am beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years past, that I've told no one else. Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson. I need your help finding a missing person.
I don't take that kind of job.
Did you get my package?
Hold on. What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Ryan Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National grocery store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway. Driver, how far to the stop?
It's almost there. I'll drop you at the town square of Innsmouth.
Why lock the gates?
Keeps out wanderers looking for work. You don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many come to Innsmouth.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after them all. This is it, stranger. End of the line.
Dzięki za podwózkę, nara. Okej.
Could you direct me to the First National grocery store? I hear they have a shop in town.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, well, you see, I'm looking for a young lad called Brian Burnham. I'm a friend of the family. He worked in the store.
Don't know who you're talking about, fella.
Chit-chatting to him's gonna get me no place fast. It won't open. Evening.
Aye.
The name's Jack Walters. I'm just visiting.
You don't say, sir. Gilman. Charlie Gilman. I run this here hotel of an evening.
You got any rooms?
I'd not rightly know that for sure. All habits cleaning rooms at present. Them's from out of town can leave a horrid mess.
Hello again.
Yeah?
I'm after directions to the First National grocery store.
And I'm busy. So stop your pestering me with questions.
That fellow was just stringing me along with a lot of nothing about nothing. The First National's a large chain. You sure you haven't seen it?
I'm sure. Stop bothering me with questions.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't help you.
The sign says, Innsmouth Poorhouse, in memory of Lady Warnes. It's a variety store, and it's closed. That way's blocked by a police line. Excuse me, Constable. Jack Walters.
Robes. Alien robes. What do you want?
Could you help out a stranger to this fine port?
Are you being funny?
No, not at all. I'm after directions to the First National. I hear they have a store in town.
Innsmouth don't take too kindly to them from out of town. Get lost, stranger.
It's locked. It must lead to the back of a variety store. It won't open. It won't budge. It won't open. It won't open.
You can't come down there.
The police clearly don't want me snooping around. I need to be more careful. It's unlocked. The store may be low on stock, but it's immaculate. Nothing of interest. The till's empty. Nothing of interest. Looks like the door was forced open, and there's scratch marks on the wood. There's a bottle of bootleg, a typewriter. Nothing of interest here. The drawer is empty. Nope, nothing of interest. It won't open. It looks like I need some sort of lifting.
Whoever's down there, you can rock.
I can feel the air through holes in the brickwork here. It looks like a diary. It's gotta have some clues. The cellar's filled with human remains. There are some issues of the Innsmouth Courier lying here, and they're dated 1846. Various chemicals and old photos of Innsmouth. Most of them have faded beyond recognition. Nothing of interest.
Jack?
Do I know you?
Lucas Mackey. Sorry to startle you. Innsmouth doesn't get a lot of visitors. New names spread fast. What are you doing in town, Jack? Hear about the missing Burnham boy?
Not bad. I'm a private detective. My client's a friend of the Burnhams.
Seen the latest press from Arkham? Your boy's been quite busy.
What about you, Mackey? You're obviously not a local. What's your business in town?
True enough, Jack. Nothing too exciting, I'm sorry to say. I'm a government factory inspector. They posted me in this rotten hole to check over the old Marsh refinery. Speaking of which, I've got an appointment with the manager, Jacob Marsh.
Okay, maybe I'll catch you later. That's the first friendly face I've seen in this damn town. But I've been in this business long enough to know he's hiding something. Holy shit! Nothing of interest here. From the stench in here, this noose broad must have kicked it a few months back. The poor woman must have taken her own life.
Keep your trap shut.
I won't tell him anything.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Ken Riley says I know him.
It won't budge. Evening. The name's Jack Walters. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss...
Miss will do for now. Welcome to Innsmouth, Mr. Walters.
Thanks, I think.
Take my advice. Do what you must and then leave. Tonight. This port does not cater well to visitors.
While I appreciate your concern, miss, I can handle lousy hospitality.
Very well, Mr. Walters.
Hello again.
Mr. Walters.
Look, miss, I only want a conversation. There's no harm in that, right?
There's plenty of harm. It's not wise to be seen gossiping with outsiders.
How about playing dumb for a few minutes?
No.
It won't open. She's too frightened to talk to me. But this lady knows something.
And a ship that loves the lies, with a good wine piping, with a good wind piping early in the tall and gallant mast. Ah, my boys, these are the joys of the noble and the brave, who love a life in the tempest strife, and a home on the mountain wave. When the driving rain of the hurricane puts the lights of the lighthouse out, and the growling thunder sounds his gong, and the world wins battle. Huh? Who's that there? Oh, can you spare a few pennies, young mister? I can give you something for your generosity.
Who are you?
Zadok, that be my name, though too few years it now. Zadok Allen.
Do you know a Brian Burnham?
Just a young'un. Worked over the store. He's gone. Killed, I reckon.
Killed? What makes you think that?
Them's from out of town running a store. Taking business from the Order of Dagon. They'd not accept that.
What else can you tell me about this port?
You just bring old Zadok a bottle of something nice, and old Zadok will fill your ears.
If you pardon my asking, have you lived here in this port all your life?
Last 37 years in old lady Warren's house. Before that, over by fishing cannery. Cannery.
Old Lady Warren's? You live in the town poorhouse?
Go and fetch me a bottle of something to wet old Zadok's whistle, and I'll tell you all.
What do you know about the variety store robbery, old-timer?
That'd be Tom's old store. Stacked with all sorts of knickknacks and such.
So you know Tom Waits?
I know he took the third oath that I wouldn't. I'd rather die than take that.
What oaths? I don't understand.
Just fetch him a bottle of fine liquor, young fella, and I'll tell you all. Why, you're uncommonly kind, young feller. Here be a little something of gratitude that may help you in your search. Now you be calling me crazy. Like them that's thar rumoring and anchoring in Lipswich. But old Zadok's seen all manner of wicked things since before you was born. Old Captain Obed where it all began, telling desperate folks they'd order get better gods, them's that would answer their prayers.
Didn't the Christian folk of Innsmouth object to such blasphemy?
Aye, they did. It were around 46 that many folks in town were done with Obed and his ways. And all that wild preaching and too many missing, you see. A party of good folk followed Captain Obed's crowd out to the reef. Shots were fired. Next day, Obed and 30 of his followers were in jail. And for weeks all were quiet, till that artful night of 46. Them's out outside reckoned out it being a riot. But I'd seen them, swarms of them.
Look, old man, I don't have time to listen to these fishing tales.
Oh, was a massacre. The jail thrown open. Mounds of the dead and the dying. Shooting and screaming and shouting all across the town square. Come morning, the mess was cleaned up. Old Obed and his family takes charge, they did. Folks were told to keep shy as strangers if we were knowing what was good for us.
Zadok, who did all this? Who did all...
Said the old captain was now deeper in debt to his heathen gods. They were hankering for more than just sacrificing. Obed told folks they had to take the oaths of Dagon.
What the hell are these oaths?
You just asked old Wes about oaths of Dagon. Aye, he take the third oath. Just head over to his hole in the dark street. Then you'll see, for definite.
He's given me a key to the town poorhouse. It could come in handy. A seedy-looking bar called The Garden. Unfortunately, it's shut. Where did Captain Obed Marsh learn of these heathen matters?
In warring foreign parts, the old fool had learned to ways of making gains, doing heathen things. He found a tribe of Canucks in the South Seas led by a savage. Chief went by the name of Wallachia. And his tribe never went without food, for they had all the fish they could catch. Old Obed learned from his Wallachia that these things on this earth as most folks never heard about. Seems these Canuckies was worshipping undersea gods, with heaps of human sacrifices and other heathen things. But they was getting all kinds of favors in return. Plenty of fishing and even gold now and then.
Human sacrifices? Maybe you've had just a bit too much.
I don't blame you for not believing it, young fella. But just answer me this. Why did Captain Obed roll out to the reef of Satan and chant a lot of rites and incantations in the dead of night? So loud you could hear them all over the port. He cast something in the water that eve, out the other side of Devil's Reef. Some kind of thingamajig crafted out of lead. It was given to him by Wallachia.
So, what happened?
Well, not long after that smoke started coming out of the chimneys at the old gold refinery, the Marsh family and those that had joined with Obed and his ways started prospering in the esoteric order of Dagon. Came into being with his heathen sermon, that shit they do.
What kinds of ceremonies?
Yeah. Get out of here, lad. Don't wait for nothing. They'll know now.
I think he's had his fill for the night. Zadok. Zadok.
Curse ye, lad, for staring at me with them eyes. The old Captain Manel, and he's staying there. He can get me. He can't. No, he can't get me. I had nothing done. I ain't done nothing or told nobody nothing.
Are you okay, old-timer?
Huh? Yeah, leave me be.
It's no use. He's totally smoked. And it'll take him all night to sleep that off. It won't open.
Mr. Walters, I must speak with you.
It's Jack. And just hold on there a minute, sweetheart. Are you gonna even tell me your name?
My name's Rebecca Lawrence, and unless you want to join Innsmouth's long list of missing, I'd urge you to follow me.
Missing, huh? Like Burnham?
Of that, I'm not sure. You'd be better off asking the Billingham's daughter, Ruth. She was dating Brian.
What? Who's Ruth?
Quickly, we don't have much time. You've got to follow me. Jack, Innsmouth is a strange place. There are things that have no business being here. Foul, reeking things.
Strange. Trust me, I'm good with strange.
That remains to be seen, but I can help you. My father discovered this strange sign while studying an old manuscript. It seems to ward off the more unusual elements in Innsmouth. Whenever you find one, you can use it to find a moment of sanctuary. Now, I must leave before we're seen together.
I've seen that eye-like symbol somewhere before, but never surrounded by a star. I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Never heard of no Burnham.
These are the offices of the local newspaper, the Innsmouth Courier. It won't budge. It won't open. It won't open. It's unlocked.
If I see you without fire, I'll report your order.
Oh, don't say nothing.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Just leave me be, stranger.
It won't open. It won't budge. It won't open. It won't budge. Do you need any help? Disease is rampant in this town. It won't open. Do you need any help? It won't budge. I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't say I noticed what you're saying,
It's the entrance to the town poorhouse. It won't open. Nothing of interest.
Since old Lady Warren's passed away, the food is rotten, but we'll die soon enough.
What are you looking at there, old-timer?
Nothing. I'm just looking. What you doing in old Warren's house, young feller? This hole is for the broke and the dying.
I'm trying to find Dock Street.
It's out back of the house. Everything in Innsmouth is rotten and dying. Windows boarded up, and all sorts of curious barking and crawling around black cellars and attics. How'd you like to be living in a town like this, feller?
I've been to more welcoming places. I don't think he's been outdoors for years. He isn't gonna know anything. This almshouse is home to the old and the destitute. These beds reek of sweat and urine. Her sleep is restless and erratic. The old woman's dead. It won't budge. It won't budge. Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Stop bothering with questions.
It won't budge. It won't open. Hello there, little lady.
Hi, sir.
Are your parents at home?
Daddy's at work and Mummy's upstairs in the attic. She's been bad.
I see. So, what's your name, little lady?
Ramona?
Well, Ramona, could you get your mommy for me?
Nope. Mummy bites. Daddy says we've got to keep her up there for her own good.
Excuse me?
When I go near the door, she growls. I don't love Mummy like I love my daddy.
You don't say. Ramona, I really need to speak to your daddy. Do you know when he'll be home?
Soon, I think. You can wait inside if you like. Daddy won't mind. I'm drawing pictures with my crayons.
That would be great. Thanks. I should check the place over while I've got the chance. Jesus, those people are gonna rip it apart. That's why they were cordoning off this tunnel. Jesus, those people have been ripped apart. Nothing of interest here. What are you drawing, Ramona?
Pictures of Mummy and Daddy.
What are you drawing, Ramona?
Pictures of Mummy and Daddy.
It won't budge. A house plant. It won't open. It won't open. It's a recent family photo. The corner's been torn off. I can only see Thomas and Ramona Waits in the picture. An old chest of drawers. It won't budge. It won't budge. The door's bolted shut. Looks like a diary. Can't see anything of use. Nope, nothing important here. Oh, God. No.
They've taken the last thing I loved away from me.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize what was up there. What the hell was that thing?
There's no time to explain. They'll be here soon. Listen to me closely. You've been the talk of the town all day, asking after the Burnham lad. I heard he never made it to Boston, that he was caught by the order of Dagon.
Did he pocket anything from the store's safe?
Thankfully, no. It's sturdy. He'd never have wrenched it open with a crowbar. There's something in there that needs protecting from the order. You've got to get it out of Innsmouth. Take the key to the back of my store. The safe combination's in my diary, upstairs. Hurry, Jack!
What the hell's in the safe anyway?
You've gone too far this time, Wait. We're taking you in for murder. You'll swing for this.
Wait, he didn't do anything wrong.
He killed his own daughter. It don't less than blood. There's plenty wrong with that. I'm reckoning you do well to mind your own business, stranger. In Innsmouth, we handle things by the old ways.
It won't open. Nothing of interest. Won't open. won't budge. It won't open.
Jack. Oh, thank God I found you. Waite's been arrested for the murder of his daughter.
I know. It's my fault, Rebecca.
What are you talking about, Jack? What's your fault?
There was something in the attic. Some kind of animal, and I let it loose. It's all my fault. The police dragged Waits off. He can't take the fall for this. He's done nothing wrong. We gotta do something.
Guilty or not, the Order will see him lynched for it. There's nothing you can do. Oh, you must have taken quite a bang in there, Jack. Your head's bleeding.
Yeah, I think I was out of it for a little while.
I see you've got some bandages. Use them on your head. It'll help you heal. You're not losing too much blood. You won't need a suture.
Thanks, Rebecca. It's unlocked. You don't look like your standard crook, sweetheart.
Jesus, you crazy sap! Who the hell are you?
Jack Walters, private detective. And considering your recent break-in and entering, how about I ask the questions?
Have you any idea who I am?
No, and I really don't care.
My family has influential contacts in the Order, so I'd advise you to mind your manners, sir.
I'm from out of town. The Order doesn't hold much sway with me.
Really? Out of town, you say? How interesting. I'm Ruth Billingham.
Huh. You're Brian's broad. That figures.
Brian? I don't believe I know a Brian.
Yeah, right. I've been fed that line 1,000 times, and from much better liars than you. Look, Ruth, the rumor around town is that your lover boy's in the hands of the Order.
What? No, that's not true. They'll have him killed. It was all my idea. I just wanted a clean break from here.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. You're the detective. You think of something. I'll be waiting out at the old fishing cannery the next 2 nights, just past the abandoned railway station to Rowley. When you find him, give him this. He'll know it's from me.
Yes, that's it. The safe holds a heavily bound manuscript. The front is embossed with the words, Book of Dagon. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest here. It won't budge. It won't open. It won't budge. It's getting late. I'd better start making tracks. I don't much fancy spending the night in this hole.
Strange fella you brought into Innsmouth a couple hours back?
Yeah.
I'm reckoning on him asking for lodging here this evening.
I should leave him alone. He's a no evening.
Aye.
The name's Jack Walters. I'm just visiting.
You don't say, sir. Gilman. Charlie Gilman. I run this here hotel of an evening.
Do you have board for the night?
We've plenty on the top floor of the house. Nice views over the town, I'm told.
Great. That sounds just swell.
Hey, you all right there, sir? Starting to look kind of funny there for a while. Face as white as bone and eyes as black as coal. Like you'd seen a ghost or something.
I'm fine, thanks. It's just the sea air around these parts makes me queasy.
The Innsmouth's breeze is not for your outsiders.
Charlie, can you come with me? I need to be telling you something. Perfectly.
Excuse me, sir. The Innsmouth law doesn't like to be kept hanging about. I'll be right back with you shortly.
It's the key to the back office. It's unlocked. Can't see anything. Nope, nothing important here. The rug is caked and dried up. There are severed body parts strewn all over the office. I wonder what secrets this book holds. There are severed body parts strewn all over the office. The rug is caked in dried up blood and guts.
If you just follow me, sir, I'll show you to your lodgings. I heard there was a killing over at the old Waits house tonight. They reckon the old fool killed his own daughter.
It won't open.
Caked head to toe in her blood, they says. and had to be dragged away, screaming and crying. I reckon there'll be a lynching for what he done. You're still looking pallid, sir. You're needing to have yourself some rest. Sleep well, and keep down the racket. Us Innsmouth are quiet folk.
The room's cold enough without opening the window. Nope, nothing of interest. It's not important. Nothing of interest. An old chest of drawers. Nothing of interest. It won't budge. It won't budge. It won't budge. It won't open. It's locked. The room's cold enough without opening the window. Better. Not exactly safe, but the best I'm gonna get in this infernal town.
the great city of Lakotas. Rest now, Jack. You are safe. What was in the light, Jack? Where do you want to go? We are your history, Jack, and your future.
I don't understand.
You will, in time.
Gilman, where have you put the outsider?
Top of the house, room 401.
Come on, let's have it.
Just keep the noise down.
Here, take the keys.
Curses! It's locked. Probably bolted on the other side. He's awake in there. I can hear him moving about.
Break the door down, you damn fool.
Quick! I see the head.
Get away!
Check the door.
Windows, there's no way I'll be able to get through there.
Don't let him get away!
This is taking too long. I've got to slow
Get
down first.
There ain't nowhere he can run! Outsider! Stop!
He's climbing out the window.
He's on the other side! Shoot him! Bring him down!
No.
He's up there! After him! Stop! Move out! He's here!
It won't budge. It won't budge.
He's going across the roof!
Don't let him get away! What is it? Spread out! Who's there? Search the area! Spread out! Search the area. I heard something. Stop him! He's here!
It
Kill
won't.
him! Take him down! Don't let him get away! Spread out! Search the area! Spread out! They've lost him off the roof. He's gotta be somewhere in there. Spread out. Search the floor. He's hiding somewhere.
This order really wants me dead. I'd better watch my step. All the drawers are locked. A storage crate has been pushed in front of the door. A wanted poster for Brian Burnham. It won't open. Christ, they're everywhere. I need to keep my head down. It won't open. This looks like a reasonable hiding place.
William! For God's sake!
Your friend is dead.
Jesus Christ, no! You're a fool, Willie! Told you it wasn't safe in there.
Look, fella, I know you're upset, but I really need some help.
Ah, you're the outsider they're hunting tonight. You don't have a hope, stranger. The Order's mob will be everywhere you turn. Down the sewers is the only place that them folks balk at venturing. And for good cause at that, mind you.
I can cope with foul air. It'll be a change from the stink of dead fish.
You're not getting my meaning, stranger. There's rumoring of real horrors in the black dankness beneath these streets. Maybe the folk with the Tain are devils. But at least they're devils of this earth. You ever hear tell of a Shaggoth, stranger?
Just tell me where I can get into the sewers.
Alright, you've been warned. Just the other side of this here building is a road leading down to the filtration plant. There's an open sewer pit down there. Good luck, stranger.
This carcass must have been decomposing for if this would give me some good cover. If only I could get it to move. The door's locked. I can't get in the cabin. I'm not so sure this was one of my better ideas.
He's in the truck! Kill him! Don't let him get alive!
A sturdy-looking metal bar.
Don't let him escape! Take him down!
Hello?
No, wait! Ah, shit! It's
What the hell is all this stuff?
I missed my dad. Why do you keep hiding here? Please, I don't like. I didn't want to die. Mommy hurt me. Why do you keep following me? I don't like. Mommy hurt me.
His body is covered in this slimy muck. He must have dragged himself up the stairs. I wonder what he was escaping from. Won't budge.
There's something following me.
It's coated in slime. I'm not touching it. It's coated in slime. I'm not touching it.
I can hear them calling to me. She's following
It
me.
won't open.
I can feel her. What the hell am I doing here?
The water looks reasonably clean. I just need to drain it away. It's the old fisherman, Zadok Allen. Looks like the main sewer pipe. The grating has been heavily damaged. I can't make out anything in that blackness.
I miss my daddy. Mommy hurt me. Where's my daddy? I don't like it here. I didn't want to go back here. Mommy hurt me. Why do you keep going here when I already don't like? Why did you let you keep following me when you why does it care to hurt me? I didn't want to do it. It hurts. It hurts bad.
If I never come here, she would still be alive. I got things straight. I should never come here. What was that? I'm being followed. She's here. What the hell am I doing here?
The grate doesn't seem to be fastened securely. The grating is loose. It hasn't been tightly fixed in place.
Can you see anything?
The grate doesn't seem to be fastened securely. The grating is loose. It hasn't been tightly fixed in place.
Are you down there, outsider? Hold it! Stop him!
That was too loud to be any kind of animal.
Outsider! Don't let him get away!
The grate doesn't seem to be fastened securely. The grating is loose. It hasn't been tightly fixed in place. The grate doesn't seem to be fastened securely. The grating is loose. It hasn't been tightly fixed in place.
Are you down there, outsider?
I heard something.
The grate doesn't seem to be fastened securely.
I heard something. I heard something over there. What was that? Did you hear it?
I heard something. Can you see anything?
Are you down there, outsider?
I've already moved the crate. I don't need to use the winch again.
Who goes there? Come here, outsider! He's disappeared!
This building needs more than a sweep-through. Miracle cures? More like some con trying to make a fast buck. These posters are everywhere. I wouldn't have figured the folks of this town to be interested in gardening. A decorative vase. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. It's just an old grandfather clock. A decorative vase. Nothing of interest. They seem to mainly concern history and religion. Some old books have been left lying here. It's locked. It won't open. It won't budge. It won't open. Looks like whoever slept here last was woken suddenly. The bed's not been slept in for days. It's the minister's journal. It won't budge. It won't budge. It's locked. It's just an old grandfather clock.
Jack, you're alive. Thank God.
Just barely. The Order has got half this blasted town on my heels.
I warned you, Jack. I told you the Order wouldn't stand.
Save it, sweetheart. You found anything more on Brian?
He never made it out of town. The Order has him holed up in the old jailhouse until he's needed.
Needed? Needed for what?
Sacrifice, Jack. To Dagon. They'll take him out to Devil's Reef, and he'll never be seen again.
Dagon? Sacrifice? This is crazy talk. Innsmouth's old fishing tales have muddled your mind. But I don't want another death on my conscience. Where's this jailhouse?
It's out the back of the Merchant's Bank, just past the old water tower. We better keep off the streets. The tainted are roaming everywhere. There's a secret crypt under the church that leads out to someplace safe. We can use that. My father built it when he was minister.
Okay, get your father and let's go.
I can't. I mean, he wouldn't pledge himself to Dagon. He called it blasphemy. The Order found him and...
Jeez. I'm sorry, Rebecca. Did your father ever show you how to get into this crypt?
No, but he gave me this. I think it'll help.
Found us. We have to leave now.
The church is this way.
Letters and books. Nothing unusual.
God,
help us! We'll have to make a run for it. Follow me, Jack. We'll be protected inside. Follow me, Jack.
No!
She's dead. I'll be joining her if I don't get moving.
Kill it!
She's dead.
If you're willing to come out now, we'll not gut the gal's carcass.
Give yourself up, outsider. There's no way out of there.
It's the minister of the church. He's been hung up and disemboweled as some sort of obscene spectacle. It must be intended as a warning to the Christians of Innsmouth.
Just give yourself up, outsider. The Order will have mercy on your rotten soul.
There's a raised section of tiling in the baptismal pool.
Open these doors, outsider!
you're willing to come out now, we'll not gut the gal's carcass.
Give yourself up, outsider. There's no way out of there.
You can't get away!
You're trapped. There's no place you can run.
I can feel a strong draft of air coming from the drainage pipe.
Just give yourself up, outsider. The Order will have mercy on your rotten soul.
The defacement of the church must have happened many months ago.
Doors, outsider!
If you're willing to come out now, we'll not gut the gal's carcass.
Give yourself up, outsider. There's no way out of there.
You can't get away!
You're trapped. There's no place you can run.
There are markings everywhere. It must have been down here that Rebecca's father figured out that mysterious sign. They all appear to be volumes on the history of Innsmouth. It's a registry of births, deaths, and marriages, and all these books are covered in dust and cobwebs. They haven't been studied for some time. History was never my strongest subject. In the clippings, the year 1846 has been circled several times. All these articles relate to the deaths of Innsmouth citizens. It's no use. I don't know the combination. I'll need the combination before I can open it. There's a small stone disc here, hollowed out with the carving of an upside-down cross. It's the coffin of S. Lawrence, born 1789 and died in 1826. In the clippings, the year 1846 has been circled several times. A small... The postcard fits exactly over the plaque. I can see some of the numbers. I must have made a mistake. Yes, that's the safe. Holds us. All these articles relate to the deaths of Innsmouth citizens. The disc is raised a little from the rock. I can't move it by hand.
Why did you let me die? I miss that dark.
Nothing of any value remains.
Spread out!
Did you hear that? Shit! Some of the planks look weak. I'd better watch my step.
He's up there! Spread out, man! In the name of the Orville Dagon! Find the outsider and kill him! Search the area! Spread out! Search the area! Spread out! Search the area. Spread out. 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 Search the area.
It won't budge.
Spread out. Search the area. He's over here. Who's there?
Hello, Jack.
Mackie, have you been tailing me?
You could say that. Drop me a line next time you're planning on taking the stealthy approach. I'll watch and...
Funny. I don't get it, Mackie. What's your angle on all of this?
I already told you. I work for the government. I've got friends at the top. Friends who've invested a lot of time and dough, and they don't want to see their investigations set back by some private op turning up the heat with some mindless...
If you mean the Burning Boy, they're gonna kill him, Mackie. You know it, and I can't let that happen.
You're not thinking of breaking him out. He's just a punk.
Where's the jailhouse, Mackie?
Very well. It's your funeral. The window over there to your left looks over the jail back...
See you around, Mackie. It won't budge. Decorative vases and bowls. All of them empty. What can you tell me about the Order?
They control all aspects of life in Innsmouth, Jack. Law, business, religion, politics, everything. Robert Marsh is the man at the top. He's a real recluse. No one born out of Innsmouth has set eyes on him in decades.
The government has nothing on this Marsh fella?
Only that he's an intensely religious man, obsessed with fanaticism and witchcraft. He's evil, Jack. Rumors round these parts reckon even Beelzebub himself lies in fear of Robert Marsh.
What about the rest of the Marsh family?
Well, there's Sebastian, Robert's elder brother. He's the manager of the Marsh refinery. He's more of a businessman. There's gossip on the streets of a feud between the brothers.
Hold on a second, Mackie. I thought Jacob Marsh was the refinery manager.
Well, yes, he is. Jacob is Sebastian's son. He handles the day-to-day running of the place, but the real power lies with Sebastian.
Where's the jailhouse?
At the end of the main corridor. Just through the window.
Thanks, Mackie. Where's the jailhouse?
At the end of the main corridor. Just through the window.
Thanks, Mackie.
What was that? Probably nothing.
Got anything to report?
Nope. We should be out there, Nathan. Helping with the hunt.
You have your orders. We'll stay with the sacrifice. They'll yield us much favor with the order.
Dig on. The chief's always up there napping. Why ain't he out here with us?
His time draws nigh. Martin can't strategize properly no more. He'll take the waters. Then it'll be me taking charge around here, and things will be done different. Now get inside, and mind that you don't forget to bolt the door.
A crowbar. That could come in handy. Back here would be a great hiding spot. The door's bolted shut.
Who's there? I can hear you. Cthulhu Fatang.
Shh. I'm a private detective. My name's Jack Walters. I'm looking for Burnham.
Look, fella, I'm Burnham. What the hell is it you want?
Why did you knock off the First National and the variety store?
What? I'm the manager of First National. Why the blazes would I rob my own store? They haven't even charged me with anything. Look, just clear off before you get me in trouble. If Garrison spots you, he'll scream this joint down.
Garrison?
Yeah, Henry Garrison. He's a crazy fella in the next cell. Whenever he throws a fit, one of Martin's mom are all over this alley like a rat. Especially tonight. They seem incredibly twitchy, much more than usual. I can hear them in the walls. Rats in the walls. I hear them.
What is it you said about this Henry Garrison?
Just that he's off his nut. If he lays eyes on you, he'll likely throw a bit. You'd think the ugly lugs in the front office would have learned to ignore it. But they come and check outside every time.
Sword with the abominations!
Stop bothering me, Jack!
Hey!
I see your eyes at the window.
So you're trapped in there.
Please, no.
Something outside must have set him crazy. I suppose I better check it out. There ain't nothing here. You hear that?
It won't budge. It's locked.
They're gonna find you, Jack. And the order shows no mercy.
And ham!
No, not him. No, Dagon. Fatong.
Widen the search. You'll not get there.
All the desk drawers are locked. A police whistle. Could prove useful.
Fleshy tails.
And maybe later. Messing with the alarm would be too risky. All the desk drawers are locked. A pistol and a shotgun, at last. It's locked. Brian, where do they keep the keys?
Why should I trust you?
What? In case you hadn't noticed it, fella, you're in a bit of a jam here.
It could be a trap.
Are you crazy?
Stop bothering me. What is it you're really doing in Innsmouth, Jack?
I won't take them. I won't take the accursed oaths.
Ruth Billingham gave me this.
What? This is the photograph I gave her before. Oh, damn. I'm sorry. If Ruth trusts you, Jack, then so do I.
Where are the keys to the cells?
They'll be upstairs with Andrew Martin, the chief He's usually asleep or in the bath around this time. His skin's badly diseased from the Innsmouth taint. Keeping it wet.
This doll. It must be Ramona's.
Dagon.
Taking the doll would be just too weird. The sink has been blocked up. I'm not touching it. The sink has been blocked up, leaving it full of scummy water. The sink has been blocked up, leaving it full of scummy water. The sink has been blocked up, leaving it full of scummy water. The sink has been blocked up. The bath is encrusted with filth, and there appears to be shreds of skin. The sink is grimy, and there are traces of some sort of discolored membrane. Martin seems to be shedding layers of skin. There's nothing of interest in the wardrobe. It won't open. It won't open. I don't need to go at the moment. I'm not touching it. The sink has been blocked up, leaving it full of scummy water. The sink is grimy, and there are traces of some sort of discolored membrane. The keys to the cells. Now I can free Brian. Messing with the alarm would be... It's unlocked. It's Thomas Waits. Ramona's death must have driven him to cutting his own throat. This is the rap sheet for Henry Garrison. No charge has been listed. He's crazy. I don't think it'd be the sharpest plan to let him out.
Henry.
That's not a good idea.
He called me.
It's unlocked.
The garage on the main street holds an old automobile. It should be able to get us...
Not him. No.
Should be able to?
Dig on.
If we can just make it through the patrols. Lead the way.
He's crazy. I don't think it'd be the sharpest plan to let him out.
We have to get
A
away
rap
from the
sheet
jail.
It's unlocked. This cell looks like it suffered some kind of fire damage. An old ship's log, marked with the name Obed Marsh.
What are we still doing here? quickly. We have to get away from the jail. We need to check the garage first.
It draws me to the dark ocean.
The garage is at the end of the road, just by the back of the jail.
The Hydra.
This is it.
These posters are everywhere.
Normally locked. We'll have to find another way in. Where to now, Jack? The doors are locked. We won't be able to get in that way. Come on, Jack. We need to get off the streets.
The poor wretch has lost his mind.
Cthulhu.
That's not a good idea.
What are we still doing here?
I should leave the alarm alone. And maybe later. And maybe later.
Never. Quickly, we have to get away from the jail. What's that?
There's something down there.
From the mess, it looks like something or someone was killed here recently.
Oh, the stench here is sickening. It smacks of more than just sewage. There's something wrong down here. Something very wrong.
This place is giving me the creeps.
Oh, let's not linger here, Jack.
The rotting corpse of a rat. I suppose it might come in useful.
Let's get out of here, quickly.
I think one dead rat is enough for anyone. I think one dead rat is enough for anyone.
There's something wrong down here. Something very wrong. What manner of creature makes such a sound?
Bravo, Jack. Congratulations on your new promotion to Innsmouth's enemy #1.
Shut your trap, Mackie. You're not a factory inspector.
Who do you work for? Okay, detective. I'll come clean. I'm an undercover agent for the United States Treasury Department. We've been working closely with the FBI on a secret investigation of Innsmouth. I'm the inside man.
Really? What have you been able to find out?
The Innsmouth look, Jack. It's at the heart of the problems in this town. More than half the population must be infected by now. The spreading of that contagion, or whatever the hell you want to call it, is the key. I just know it.
This is all very interesting, fellas, but we gotta get out of Innsmouth with Ruth.
She's waiting for us at some old fishing cannery, just past the station to Rowley.
Listen, Jack. There are some agents watching the road not far past that spot. If you can make it there, you'll be safely picked up.
I need you to do something for me. You can do it while I get this thing started. When they arrested me, they took a brooch I was carrying. It belonged to Ruth. It carries her picture inside. I won't leave it behind.
Are you crazy? We don't have time for this.
They'll be holding it in the jail office safe.
I don't know the combination.
I overheard Ropes talking to one of the other guards. He said something about an important date, and someone called Captain Obed Marsh.
If you want to get in through the back door, just knock, and I'll open it for you.
I don't know the combination to the safe.
I reckon on it being a date. Something to do with that Captain Obed Marsh.
The government must have known about Innsmouth for a long time. Why the sudden interest?
A few years back, some new hotshot was made head of the FBI. His name's Hoover. He's on a personal mission to wipe crime from this country. He's a good agent. Just don't tell him any jokes. You've got guts, Jack. You'd have made a good agent. You've got guts, Jack. You'd have made a good agent.
He's crazy. I don't think it'd be the sharpest plan to let him out. This must be Ruth's brooch.
Maybe he's got away. Don't be too foolish. He's maybe hiding. There's no chance.
According to the sheet, Garrison has been holed up in the jail for nearly 6 months. It's no use. I can't get any sense out of him. The poor wretch has lost his mind. That's not a good idea. He's crazy. I don't think it'd be the sharpest plan to let him out.
I heard that.
Hello?
What's it? What torments me now? Stop where you are, outsider!
Who goes there?
Brian, it's me. Open up.
I'm still not done with the car yet, Jack.
Here it is.
Thanks, Jack. Ruth would have been heartbroken if I'd lost it. I'll be done in just a second. Hold on. I'm finished. Get in the back. I know the way. Jack, I think I saw some ammo in the back of the truck. We'll need it.
Get us out of here.
Hold on, Jack.
To what? Whoa!
check this out. We've gotta get through that tunnel.
Just force your way through.
It's too dangerous, Jack. The canisters on that truck are explosive. Find Rude. I'll meet you at the other side.
Spread out. Don't move, outsider. Stop him! Who's there? We've got him. Get him!
Canned fish. At least you can't smell them.
Stop! Die! Don't move, outsider! Stop him! We've got him! Protect behind her! Sacrilege! Hey, God! Lost him!
Jack, I'm up here.
Ruth, what the hell are you doing up there?
I must have been followed. They stormed inside just moments ago. There was gunfire outside. I only just managed to climb up here and threw the ladder down to escape. I'm trapped up here, Jack. The door's padlocked, and this ledge isn't gonna hold for much longer. I don't want to die, Jack. Help me!
Keep back! I'll figure something out.
I can hear something.
Find him. He's around here somewhere. Spread out. Spread out. Search everywhere. Show yourself. Find him.
It's about to collapse! There's not much time! It's about to collapse!
It's unlocked.
Please, help me!
Just swell. I hate heights.
They're not moving! Help me! Help me, Jack! There's not much time!
The padlock's old and rusted.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Help me! Lead the way.
Come on, Ruth. Hurry the hell up.
There's a bridge out of town not far from here. Just hold on.
Did I ask for your damn opinion? Remember who funds this damn nut house.
Very well. He's awake.
Ah, Mr. Walters. Our friends in the Boston PD hold you up as quite the hero. Before you went all screwy, that is. I don't like heroes, Mr. Walters.
And I don't care for your opinions, whoever the hell you are.
J. Edgar Hoover, from the Bureau. And considering your position, Mr. Walters, you best mind your manners. Now, what was your business in Innsmouth?
Just stopping in on some broad. I was feeling down on my luck. Needed the company.
Ah, bullshit. There are only two types of folks that visit Innsmouth. Criminals and fools. And you don't seem like a fool.
Appearances can be deceptive.
I see. Dr. Hardstrom, if you'd be so kind. Wake him up.
Just charge me with something, 'cause I don't know nothing.
This is not gonna stop, Mr. Walters, so you may as well level with me.
I already told you. It was nothing. Missing person case, and I needed the dough.
Why do you keep following me? Leave me alone. Why did you let me die?
I was only checked in for one night, and I had to blow the joint in the early hours. Seems the locals didn't take kindly to my snooping.
For Christ's sake, Walters! Is it normal in your line of work to break a punk out of the can, then breeze out of town in a stolen car?
Only on the good days. But not normally, no. I've had a shitty night, Hoover, so I'd really appreciate you cutting me some slack. What's the Bureau's beef with Innsmouth, anyway?
Widespread criminal activity, Mr. Walters, and half the damn town's involved. Our government's never had to handle something on this scale before, but they won't sanction a full-scale operation without more evidence.
Well, I appreciate the bedtime story. I don't see where I come into this.
Thanks to your meddling, Mackey's gone missing. And he was close to something. Something we could use.
Missing? What do you mean, missing?
He was supposed to check in hours ago. Our plans have now changed. You'll be accompanying us back into Innsmouth, Mr. Walters, on a small-scale raid. Our target, the Marsh Refinery.
I'm not your lapdog, Hoover. I don't work for the Bureau.
I'm not in the business of making requests, Mr. Walters. Or have you forgotten your past so quickly? A signature here, a signature there, and we can make you a permanent fixture of this delightful establishment. I could even arrange for you to have your old room back.
Fuck you.
Good night, Mr. Walters. pleasant dreams.